one for that trip on Rocket 69. It's a two-seater. There are some recent rumblings from Goodneighbor, and I do mean that as something of a pun. Self-proclaimed legitimate businesswoman, Bobby No. It's said there's a bit of a twist. Bobby has very conspicuously disappeared. Word is, there's no trace of her in Goodneighbor. It's unclear at this time whether she actually pulled off the job she was rumored to have been plotting. Or, if something suggested, she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again, ever. If you get my meaning. Cole Porter, folks. You know him, you love him, and I guarantee the songs will get stuck in your heads. It's anything goes.
So, if you couldn't tell, I turned the microphone off. At least I hope I did, otherwise you heard a bunch of private conversations. Not that that was all that sensitive or anything, but my wife came home and I just wanted to chat with her briefly. No one was actually watching, so I didn't figure it was a big deal. But if you're wondering, later on, people watching this video, if anyone ever does, Well, there was a long silence. That's why. Anyway. So, let's continue on with helping repair this ship. I'm always a little bit confused about how to get onto the ship. Another yawn. I'm excited for the next DLC. I wish that Bethesda would announce it, but I know that... or announce its release date. I know that they don't usually do that until a couple days before it's going to be released. But I'm still excited. And I mean, all the more reason why I want them to announce it. Because if they announce it, that means it's coming in a couple days, so... I mean, yeah, I don't always play games to completion. I often, like, I've beaten Fallout 4 before, but I often lose attention, especially on second playthroughs, but even on first ones, I'm just like, I've had enough of this game. And I'd like for them to release the next DLC before I reach that point, because I would like, I would like to, you know, complete the next DLC because it sounds cool. And so I'd like for my attention to still be held at the time it comes out. And I have been playing Earthbound. You may have noticed if you've been watching this, my streaming at all, which honestly I don't know that any people have watched more than once, but you know, I think it's entirely possible that Earthbound will consume my attention. And so I'd like, you know, to come out before that happens.
Steady as she goes, Mr. Navigator. Luck willing, at long last we'll set sail. Our hero of the hour is to thank. You've earned a double share, sir. Well done.
Double share.
My pleasure.
You are truly worthy, sir, of witnessing our maiden voyage. Our twin NX-42 rockets will alight and unmoor us from this dreaded savings unknown.
Dreaded savings
will
unknown.
launch into the heavens, and after, gently land in the ocean. Then we take our rightful place as defenders of the Atlantic.
I did just release a Chinese submarine into the ocean, so you might, you know, have to fight with them.
That's ambitious.
As they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Mr. Navigator, put her through her paces. We need to... those motherless curs. Prepare to broadside. Defend the Constitution until our last. Fight in vain.
I think I need to fall again. One, two, and three didn't work, but three, and then I died, so that didn't quite work. I wonder if there's a way, what I might need to do So let's use a buff out and a buff jet. And 2 stim packs. And a medic. Yeah, I just died. My jumping off strategy does not appear to be working this time. Maybe I need to rethink it. I think there's a lot more scavengers. I could run down, I guess, rather than jumping off. Or I could try to just stick with launching missiles. Or I could fall by mistake. It's always a possibility. You know. I'm fine. Oh, yeah. I feel like after this battle there's going to be a lot of me wandering around trying to find legendary bodies. Troubleshooter's boxing glove. Woo!